Take a second to subscribe to Times of Wrestling Podcast on YouTube and hit that bell notification.
What's up, everybody? This is Times Wrestling Podcast here with a special guest. Today, we're going to be interviewing Low Rider of the tag team with Fuego del Sol. So, everybody enjoy this podcast. And remember to go check out the last podcast with Vicky Guerrero and the future podcasts happening with Red Velvet and Christy Jane. So, everybody go check those out. And we are just going to, like every podcast, we're going to share our screen to show the Instagrams. And, I don't want to show mine first because you guys already know mine. But since we're already here, I'll show it. It's Times Wrestling Podcast. This is our podcast here. We do anytime from on any day of the week from 3, 5, 7, 9:30. We do switch up the time sometimes if we need to make any adjustments. And we feature up-and-coming wrestlers like Low Rider and other wrestlers. So we just talk about our podcast, and our YouTube link is down below. So go follow, subscribe. And now going to Low Rider's Instagram. He's on the road to 1,000, so everybody get into 1,000. Definitely a big goal, so get in there. And then Low Rider, is there any Twitter, Facebook, not Instagram, YouTube, anything like that you'd like to shout out?
¿Qué onda? Mucho gusto. Yo soy Low Rider, el rey del 420. I am Low Rider, and you can only find me as of right now only on Instagram, Low Rider Love without the E at the end. But you can ask me any questions in there. Follow me. Look at my pictures in the past. I've been wrestling for almost 13 years. So, yeah, as right now, you guys can find me in Instagram.
Great.
Yeah, so everybody go do that. And like I said before, get into 1,000 followers. And then we're just going to, I think we're done. Let's just go to our Twitter so everybody could follow that. I think it's right here. Yeah, let's refresh. Yeah, okay. Everybody, please go follow. Again, go look at our YouTube, but especially go look at our Twitter. We just made this 3 days ago, so everybody keep following. We're on the road to 1,000. So, yeah, do that, everybody. And, we posted about the cards for AEW and other stuff like Dark and all that. So, everybody go look at that, where you could find the first card posted for AEW Dynamite. So, that's really big. And, so right now, everybody, I'm going to hand it over to my co-host, Jordan, to ask the first 3 to 4 questions. Then I will ask the questions. And like you guys always know, we'll be going into the wrestlers' hobbies and what they like to do during this hard time. So, Jordan, take it away.
All right, Low Rider. I'm Jordan.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Growing up as a fan of wrestling, did you ever picture yourself becoming a wrestler one day in the future?
Not exactly. I remember my first time watching wrestling. I was like 8 years old, just running around my mom's living room. And when I turned around, my older brothers, Javier, Enrique, and Marlene, were watching WWF, which is WWE now back in the day. And I remember this promo cutting out, which was Kane and X-Pac, with a segment with Tori Wilson. Am I right? Back in the late 90s. I remember watching this promo. So after that, we started watching wrestling here now and then. And then after that, we started watching wrestling on UPN in Houston, Texas, and Channel 39 every Thursday. And then I started following more and more wrestling. I never thought of myself in my life to be a wrestler, but I got into it more when I started watching Lucha Libre, AAA, CMLL on the weekends. So we'll have this channel called Galavisión or Televisa. So we'll watch AAA. So I got inspired by watching like The Rock, The Undertaker, La Parca, Abismo Negro. And after that, I just realized this was the thing for me, because I will buy action figures. I will always buy wrestling action figures. My dad will build up a ring for me made of like wood, a little small ring. And yeah, I started loving wrestling ever since then.
And I probably already know this, but like, what kind of wrestlers do you use the moves around? Like what wrestlers did you like use some of their moves when you're wrestling?
As right now, I really haven't tried not to like copy any of my coworkers' moves or anything like that. But back then when I was starting, I would like do like the 619, like Rey Mysterio would do.
Yeah.
That was when I was 16, 17 years old when I was wrestling in Houston, Texas at the Arena Colonial as El Indomable. That was my first wrestling name. So I remember doing that. And I would just do a lot of indie moves, like a lot of power moves from the guys from CCW, Chikara, PWG. That was like in 2009, 2008. So I'll use like Super Dragons moves. We will copy moves like with Ruckus with the like a Robert Ego. He was back then as Egotistico Fantastico. And I will do moves like what I would just see on YouTube.
Oh, nice. And do you, any custom moves you have? Did you name a few? Can you name a few of them?
I have a move where like I'm outside to the ring and the guy's in his back turning into the ropes. I don't know how I'm explaining myself, but the thing is that I put my head, I do the headstand and my legs hook up in the shoulders. So I roll myself up there and I'm in a position of electric chair. So I start punching him in the head. We go in the middle. I turn around and give him the X Factor. I call that the joint roll.
Okay. Okay.
And then I have another move that I'll springboard and front cracker. I call that shake and bake.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and I have another cutter from the top rope, which is there like I'm right there in the top rope, and I jump and catch you, and I'll just like smack you right there, dude, right in the mat. So I call that the acid trip.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll make you concuss, dude. That move is strong, dude. So it'll knock you down. So you'll see your spirit in that move.
And did you use any of those moves in your couple matches with Fuego del Sol?
Not yet, dude. Me and Fuego barely even see each other in the Independence. He wrestles most likely in North Texas or in Oklahoma. I really don't get booked that much out there. But it's like the first time we have ever been in the ring together, right there in AEW Dark.
Okay. And who are some of the wrestlers you idolized growing up as a kid?
The Rock and La Parca and Abismo Negro, AAA
Okay.
stars that may rest in peace right now.
All right. Trent?
Oh, yeah, I'll take away. So I'm just gonna be asking some questions. Like Jordan is, I don't know if I can give the same amount, but I will give some questions. So what was your debut in AEW Dark? Was it against SCU, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So and you've had approximately 2 matches in the AEW Dark.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what's it like going against Butcher and the Blade and SCU, two big tag teams in the tag team industry? I mean, going against SCU, which are veterans of AEW and of the wrestling companies, and what's it like going against them and the Butcher and the Blade? What a big guy and a
Well,
small
for
guy.
me, it's a huge responsibility to be able to compete in AEW. To do right with everybody that works there, especially the guys I'm wrestling against. So the only thing I'm just in my head is that I want everything to come out right, and I don't want nobody to get hurt, and I just want to show a good impressive. E- Either the guys that I'm wrestling and the guys like they're watching, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I don't like. I have a huge respect for everybody that's there, but I have been wrestling for almost 13 years, so I have wrestled like with the veterans as well. I have traveled in 7 countries as well,
Wow.
and yeah. So no, to me, it's like yeah, it's yeah, they're veterans, but I can like I said, I am ready. I'm down whenever if they hit me up to wrestle whoever, either is in AW or anybody else. I have showed all this time that I'm so prepared and have showed all these stars. Like I have many countless stars that I have wrestled between the years, and yeah, to me it's like I'm just ready and prepared and like and focused. Whoever wants to like I have the chance to work with.
Great, great, great. Yeah. So I'm just gonna skip some other questions because again we only have 40 minutes to talk before Zoom kicks us out. So I'm just gonna ask like 2, 3 more questions. So take your time, but don't take your time on this one. If there's any match you'd want to be in, any match and any wrestler, what would it be? Like a disqualification, like no disqualification, like any match like that, and against any wrestler out of any company.
What I want to do is back in FMW in the 90s, they did a wrestling show in the ocean.
Oh, really?
Yes, they put the ring right there in the middle of the ocean. So I would love to do that and springboard and dive over the place and getting eaten by sharks. And yeah, that's the type of match I really want to do. And I have another funny match in mind too. You know, like in some matches, like the X division when it was started, you know,
Hmm.
they'll put a pole in the corner with the X on it or the belt.
Yeah, yeah.
Instead of that, we should do a cannabis bag on top of the corner. Wrestle all the guys who are 420 friendly, and whoever wins can get that bag on top.
Man, so you got a lot of ideas for like
Hmm.
wrestling matches.
Yes.
So, and then going into the second part of that question, who would you want that to be? In any WWE, Impact, Ring of Honor, AW, what out of any of the companies, what
Jack
Or
Evans, Jack Evans, Jack Evans. I would love to have Jack Evans in that match. I would love to have Teddy Hart. I would love to have Teddy Hart. Shit. I think with these two guys, it would have been a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
so
for
Jack
sure.
Evans and Teddy Hart, if you're listening to this, hit up Low Rider, go to a match in the middle of the sea.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, but yeah, hey, don't go too expensive, guys. Let's work a budget out and we can make this work.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Um,
Yes.
so yeah, definitely hit him up, guys. Everybody hit him up. And then another question I'll go into is so out of any wrestling, we ask this to everybody. Out of any wrestling company, uh, choose your top 5, your favorite wrestlers of all time. Out of any wrestling company, and then it could be women's division and men's division in the same top 5. So go ahead.
My first is The Rock, which like wow, like yeah, that's my top one from WWE, right? The second one should be AJ Styles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like AJ Styles a lot. The third one should be La Parca, which means rest in peace. He was from AAA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Four to me it's Ultimo Guerrero from CMML. Wow, that guy, he's a complete and dude, this number 5, I really admire him, but I see that he always deletes his Facebook and like disappears here and there. I don't know which is his his personal life, but I don't know if you ever guys heard of Steve Payne.
No, I've never heard.
No.
I've never heard.
Dude, if you guys look him up on YouTube, that guy is amazing. He will do anything and with anybody at any time. That guy, he was a California guy, which I met back in the day. He was in AAA, then he left. I don't know about politics, but yeah, that's a guy that you guys should really see, Steve Payne.
Oh, great, great, great. Yeah, so we'll definitely search him up after. Um, so that's all the questions from me. That's all the questions from Jordan. So now we're gonna go into the hobby part. What are some hobbies, or what are some things you'd like to do during this quarantine?
Well, right now that it's been this quarantine, we have our school open, luckily. So we'll just be going to the school every time and help out the kids to get their cardio back in like in track. Like get more exercise, get more workouts, stay out of the streets. Not doing like any drugs, no drinking. We want them to stay focused, stay on top for like they can follow their dreams because all of my students they're like 25, 23, 19 years old. So I want them in the right path. I don't want them to do the mistakes I did in the past. And yeah, man. And then another thing, just stay with my wife and my son. And
Yeah,
we'll be watching movies, playing toys, and then I got my other job on the side, which is painting. So I'll go painting when I don't have no bookings. Now that all this quarantine started and everything got canceled, I had to get another job because wrestling was my job, and that's where I was bringing food to the table. So I would just work with my cousin, paint houses for like 8 hours in the sun, come back home, change, shower, and go to the school.
Great, great, great. Yeah. So, of course, these tough times come for some tough measures, which really sucks. Really sucks. But great hobbies, man. Spending time with the family is it's really big. That's really good.
Mhm.
And painting, of course, that's cool too. So, and then going into, you said you watch movies with your family, right?
Yes.
So during this whole quarantine, what is your favorite movie you've watched so far?
We watched the anime. Oh, we were watching now like movies, but we were watching like the series on Netflix called Castlevania. Yeah, you know which one?
I think I've heard of that. I haven't watched it though.
Yes, or we'll watch like Better Call Saul, another Netflix series.
Oh, cool, cool, cool. So
Yeah,
yeah,
and I watched another movie on Netflix, but I forgot which the name of it is. But it's about immortals, and these guys get killed, but they still are back alive again. I really forgot the name of the movie, but yeah,
yeah,
we watched that movie too.
cool.
And Train to Busan, you heard of Train to Busan?
No, I have not heard of that.
What, dude? That
No.
movie, wow! And I can't wait for the number two. We'll watch a lot of the Purge movies because we thought it was
Okay, yeah,
gonna be.
Purge. I have seen.
Yeah, that's
I've seen one of them though. It was the
Yeah, we
newest
were
one.
waiting for this quarantine to be like the Purge.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
That's a cool movie.
at the rate it's going, it already looks like it's already started.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Scared.
We even got this text message, like what, 2 weeks ago from the presidential alert, something like that. Emergency testing.
Um,
Y'all don't remember that text that we got?
I don't get that.
We didn't get that.
No.
Yeah, we got some random texts, like everybody in Texas. I don't know, but yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah. So we thought it was already like the like the purge and stuff. So we were like, yeah, watch a movie and then you get scared with that text.
Yeah, everybody. If there's gonna be a purge, it's definitely gonna start in Texas or Oklahoma, like because that's like the crazy part. So
Yeah, I should just leave to Mexico, dude. Fuck all this.
yeah.
Oh,
So
you can say cuss words in here, or you're gonna edit that?
Yeah,
no,
yeah. It's
it's fine.
PG
Yeah,
13. PG
yeah. We
13.
just don't say it because we just say
Like
Okay,
we
yeah,
say
yeah,
it
y'all
once in a
want to
while,
keep it
but
professional.
yeah.
Who have y'all even brought in here? I
uh
saw y'all brought in Chrissy James, Vicky Guerrero. Like what?
yeah.
Christie's
So
actually tonight at 7. We got Red Velvet tonight at 3.
wait,
Later today at 3.
yeah,
We
Jordan.
got
Okay.
we got
Oh, sorry. No, I was just gonna read the list to him.
oh, go right ahead.
So we got. I don't know if you've heard. I think they're all in dark. So you know Ryan Rembrandt.
If I think I see him, I know who he is.
Okay, so yeah,
We got
David Ali. Um, we have Will Hobbs, Ryo. We're in the conversation with Griff Garrison.
and Will Hobbs.
Yeah,
Nice.
Fabu, Andre, Anthony Ogogo, do you know Anthony Ogogo?
Anthony Gogo, no, really. Maybe if I see him, I know who he is.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
like. I don't remember a lot of names, like the AEW Darks names. Like,
yeah.
Well, he actually hasn't been on AEW yet because he's still training in England. But he even leaked something to us that he was supposed to debut at Fighter Fest, so that was great.
Yeah, yeah. So
oh wow,
yeah, and then we are in the talks with James Ellsworth. If you've heard of James
wow.
Ellsworth, yeah. So and then we were I don't know if we're still in the talks with him, but we were a little bit in the talks with Ricky Morton, WWE Hall of Famer. So yeah, we're getting people every single day, especially you.
And how you guys found out about me? Because of AEW Dark?
Yeah, no, we
I mean, I did see you at that Impact show
yeah,
one
Yeah.
time,
yeah, we go for every single person we could find.
and my dad doesn't usually realize a lot of people that were on AEW Dark, but he didn't notice that you were on Impact, and which is good because he thinks this podcast is like woo, like taking up all my time, but like reality, we get to find out the stories of these wrestlers, see what they do outside, and
What?
it's
So
just
you guys
very
haven't known what
inspirational.
I've been? You guys haven't did not know what I've been doing these past 13 years, me in my career. You guys have never heard of me before this Impact or AEW?
I have
Nothing,
to.
right?
I have to be honest. I
It's
did
okay.
not.
I understand, man. I understand. Because dude, there's a lot of great workers I know, and they bust their ass every day to
Yeah.
get their shit in
Yeah.
and make the name for themselves. And it's so hard. If they don't have that one, that one production on TV, they don't know who they are. Like,
Yeah.
And yeah, and I'm sorry, but before AEW, I really only had watched like WWE, but that was before they started going whack, like
Yeah.
in 2018.
Yeah. I
So
just.
but we also I heard it. I never had heard of AAA before last year, so I'm starting to get back into
wow.
wrestling now.
Yeah. No.
So
I wasn't. I mean, like, before I only got into AEW
I
a month
never
ago.
Yeah, I never heard of like well, Ring of Honor, of course, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Pro
definitely.
Wrestling Gorilla, Chikara,
I've heard of Pro Wrestling Gorilla like once or twice.
I have not.
nice.
Yeah. So.
Or Aero Lucha, that was a company that was supposed to be on TV too,
No,
but not really.
I've heard of Lucha Underground. I have watched a couple episodes of that.
Yeah.
Never
When I
been
could
on
find
Lucha
it.
Underground. I was never in there. But
Well,
wow,
yeah,
man.
but
But yeah, man, that's crazy. Just one televised production, like you'll get known there. But yeah, dude, it's crazy because yeah, man, I've been in this business for a long time, dude. And I see a lot of people and they don't know who I am. But I understand, man, because that's why I keep grinding, never stop. And now you see me in EW Dark, maybe, and I'm gonna keep going, man, for people can know me more. Because
Yeah.
that's what I want. I want my shit back.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
yeah,
want,
and we did have a discussion about this type of thing with David Ali. He said a lot of wrestlers in the indie circuit usually wrestle and train a lot harder than people who are already signed to AEW or WWE, but they're just never getting the chance to show what they can do.
it's
So
hard, dude. It's hard, man, because there's like, it's not just him. There's a lot of people that are waiting. So then you have a lot of people already signed, and dude, it's just hard, man. Like you still gotta grind. The whoever is listening to this and you're independent work, keep on grinding. If you can leave out of your city to a state, go ahead, learn. There's more people to learn from
mhm.
and travel out of the country. Cause yeah, man, like
Yeah.
shit, you can't just stay in one place.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but going into AEW like that, I mean, that's the really good part about AEW Dark. I mean, not a lot of wrestling companies have things where like like a show that's like attached to like AEW Dynamite or Dark is attached to Dynamite, and they don't really have a show where they bring on all other independent wrestlers, like big independent wrestlers, and put them on that show, and everybody gets to see them because not I mean I don't want to be mean, but not a lot of people know about all the other wrestlers that appear. And now
Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. I understand. I understand. Like, I know people. A lot of people fans don't watch other wrestling. They'll just watch one wrestling.
yeah.
And I
Mhm.
know. But
Oh,
yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for knowing who I am now.
yeah.
And yeah, I really appreciate for this time on the podcast, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, so we're gonna wrap this up, everybody. We're gonna share our screen one more time, so everybody, so for
Who
everybody,
left in the beginning?
yeah, everybody that's being rude in leaving in the beginning, please stay at the end because you guys, I know a
Mhm.
lot of you leave at the beginning, so stay at the end. And yeah. Oh wait, something's weird. Okay, okay. Listen, can you guys see the Zoom thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just press that line.
Yeah, there we go.
There.
So everybody, let's go to here. Everybody go follow Ryder Love without the E. So just no E, and then you got Low Rider Love, and that's where you'll find him on the road to 800, and especially on the road to 1,000. So everybody go follow him immediately. Please do that for us, especially for him. So then Titans Wrestling Podcast. Everybody go follow them there. That's us. So our YouTube's down below. We do podcasts every single day of the week. We can switch up the time sometimes, but something comes up, then we got to go at different times. We have two sponsors for today's video. This is DGW_show. This is Dummies Gone Wild show. They make the best skits, and they act like dummies. They talk like dummies, walk like dummies. They are true dummies. So everybody go follow them at DGW_show. And if you're not following Dummies Gone Wild, then you are a true dummy. And
And
then
I think that's their saying, right?
yeah, so everybody go, and then our second sponsors are Anchor. This is the best platform to post your podcast needs on every single platform. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, YouTube, Instagram. This is where you post all of it, all of your you post a podcast on there and it goes to every single platform. So everybody go get Anchor on the App Store today. And then finally, we're going to go to our last thing. We're going to go to our Twitter, and then we're going to wrap it up. So everybody go follow us at our Twitter. We just gained another follower. And so everybody go look at that. This is where we post everything. And yeah, we're going to end it off here. Lowrider, if you could stay for like another minute when we're done, because we need to talk about other stuff. Everybody, thank you. I can't stress this enough. First off, to Lowrider, one, thank you for applying to us. Two, thank you for saying yes.
Yeah,
And,
because it's hard to get replies back, and for you being one of the first ones, actually, because we asked you and a few others as the first round to test it out to see who would. Thank you so much for saying yes.
Yeah.
No problem, man. No problem with Lowrider.
Yeah. So everybody go look at his account on Instagram at lowriderlove without the E. And yeah, let's wrap this up, everybody. Thank you. And you could find us on our YouTube and a little part of it on our Instagram. So bye.